couple things I like about New Hampshire. The first thing is its motto, live free or die. That's such a cool thing to say. You either do something that's amazing or just die. Other thing is obviously the amount of nature out here is fantastic. Most of the people are very nice. I've had a couple of conversations when I was in Wolfboro and everyone was extremely kind. I don't know if that's because they're locals or it's other people who are on vacation and they're just in a good mood. Either way, greatly appreciated. Another thing is no one's in a hurry to go anywhere. When we were driving up here, it was the weirdest thing. Normally in Connecticut, Massachusetts, wherever, if you have an accident on the highway and you have a backup, you'll have people who will get in the correct lane, and then you'll have people who get in the wrong lane and go all the way to the front to try and cut their way in. I experienced this weird phenomena where everyone merged way before they needed to because they realized that one lane was closed. It was weirdly orderly, and I appreciated that. That was awesome. So, a couple things that I like about this place. Also beer. One of the things I don't like is sap. I just now realized I just put my arm in sap. And I also just recently put more sap on my phone. I had just cleaned it off. And I ended up getting more on it. Nature. Kima's trying to make a sandcastle, but I don't have it in my heart to tell her that this isn't really good sand for making a sandcastle. What are you doing? You silly pup. Another stop we like to come to is here in North Conway. It's a place that's, well, you get two great things. A lot of shopping, there's outlet malls, a lot of local stores, and you also get a lot of great views. That here is the train station and railway museum. I think it's mostly just for, scenic rail rides and things like that. Right now, Megan's across the street at a place called Zeb's, which is a general store that has generally everything. It's right over that way. They also have a really cool classic toy store called the 5 and 10. Has a lot of old school toys and just odds and ends in different shops. Very, very quaint place, but mostly come here for the views. It's spectacular. Here's another shot of just the view that's behind this area. I think there's a ski lodge. I think there's a ski resort back there. Obviously not operational right now. The Zeb's General Store is probably the place to go to when you're in North Conway. I'm sure if you ask anyone here, they tell you go to Zeb's because it's got everything. Named after a folk hero named Zebulon Northrop Tilton. It's the coolest name and an even cooler store. They even make their own soda. Fantastic. Label out so you can see it. We're at the Gibson Woodbury House, and they have a special message before you even come in. Live free or die, or just go away. Unless you're gonna live free. Kima's living free, that's why she wants to go in. We're at the Flatbread Company, mainly because it's one of the few places that accept the furry type around there. But I want to draw your attention to this amazing light. Look how cool that is. At the Flatbread Company, their menus feature some of the local prolific artists here. So Kima doesn't care for the feng shui of this house, so she's taken to some redecorating by ripping up some of these roots. You gonna get it there, girl? Gotta pull it out, get it! So when we're near camp, there's not a lot for food-wise. So we come here, here, to the Poor People's Pub. And it's a small little local place. This is actually like a main street, if you look. Not a whole lot going on. Most people are actually here for dinner, but this place is great. Cheap eats and great atmosphere. So we just got back, and the second that we parked, it started raining. It was so, all of a sudden, you can't see right there, but there are people who are out on the water who have to ride their boat all the way back, which is quite unfortunate. We made it back for New Hampshire, and I grabbed a couple of food items while we were there, and I figured I'd do a quick sort of taste test thing. 3 bizarre flavored things that are gonna get progressively weirder. So I may as well just go ahead and jump right in. So the first item I have was actually something I grabbed from the Keller house. It's a bunch of chocolate balls that are called double chocolate bacon pretzel. It's got 3 things that I actually like: chocolate, pretzel, and bacon. The bacon is what really kind of piqued my interest. So go ahead and try one of these. So it started off like a chocolate covered pretzel, and you get the bacon taste right at the end. Not really good bacon. It's like, well, if you ever had bacon strips, it tastes like that. If you haven't, neither have I. Don't know what they taste like. But those are alright. Not too bad. So the next thing I got in Conway at a store called World of Jerky, and they were advertising a bunch of weird jerkies. Kangaroo, shark, snake, alligator, things like that. And I asked the lady, I go, "Oh, what's kind of the weirdest thing that you have?" She goes, "Well, I think the most popular bizarre flavor was kangaroo, so that's kind of what I got. I got kangaroo jerky." So we'll see how this tastes. Well, it tastes like jerky. The seasoning's really good. Trying to figure out what about the flavor is actually kangaroo and what's seasoning. Unfortunately, I can't really tell. I know it just sold me regular jerky and said it was kangaroo just to get me to buy it. This is really good. Highly recommend kangaroo, assuming that's what this is. Alright. So this last one's the weirdest, and I actually didn't buy it in New Hampshire. It was actually given to us by Megan's brother, who knew I'd probably be drinking a lot at the lake. So he kind of wanted Kima to get in on the action. So he bought her Bowser Beer Porky Pug Porter. And it's dog beer. Though there's no hops, no carbonation, actually nothing in here that could dictate it being a beer. In fact, it says right here, non-alcoholic beer for dogs. And the flavor of this thing is pork flavor with glucosamine. Ooh. And it'll promote healthy joints, which actually is probably good for me. I got them achy joints, so let's give this a shot. I'm only going to do a very, very small bit because I don't know what this is going to taste like. Go ahead and pour a teeny bit. Alright, that should be good. I didn't know what beer glass to choose from because, certain beers go better with different glasses, so I kind of went with this one. We'll see how it goes. Oh, that's an interesting smell. It actually smells like an old high school chemistry lab. There's something about it. All right, here we go. Huh. So what it is water with a weird, I don't want to say apple, but it's kind of a fruity taste. Yeah, I don't recommend that. That's not very drinkable. Not undrinkable, but I think I'm good right there. So those are a few bizarre things I picked up in New Hampshire. Definitely recommend the jerky. The bacon ones, and big old no for the dog beer. But Kima does. Kima, what's this? Oh, what is that? Oh, yeah. Cheers, girl. Cheers, girl.